to go. And today's starter, Tyler McGill.
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. And batters can attack pitches up in the zone. This lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Ready to go now? This is Bryson Stott. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway. The 0-1. That one fouled off. The pitch. And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away. Here's Trey Turner.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Slice down the right side.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
That one ran inside, almost got him. One out, base is empty. And that one missing low. Fouls one off. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here's Harper now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's in there.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. In there at the knees, 0-1. ground ball left side. Boom. Goes on to first. Lindor retire.
Batting second.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Juan Soto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Pitch misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Throws to first in time. They get the out on Soto.
Well, big power guy right there, generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Pete Alonso stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. The throw. And they get the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
McGill back to work. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that's in there at the knees.
That's a ball.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
The 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a 1-out double for the first hit of the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
1 out, runner at second. Max Kepler digs in now. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
2 outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Torrens down to first with it. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, I don't think anyone was surprised to see Nola have success in the majors. He was a star in college, playing for LSU, becoming a finalist for the 2014 Golden Spikes Award as one of the top amateur baseball players in the country.
Nola fires. Just missed. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Batting 5th.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
That's through there for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
In the dirt, and the count even 1-1. One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Kepler going back. Just missed it.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Luis Torres.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Luis Torrens in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Queens. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. And here comes Alec Bohm. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Rojas in his second season, hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next one misses, and that is ball one. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. That misses, and that's ball one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Throw to first. Rojas back in on a dive.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
The batter, number 7,
Trey Turner now. His first at bat was a strikeout.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Winker makes the play, and that's the third out. One left for Philadelphia. Still no score. And we're back
Lead up.
as we go to the last
second
of the
baseman,
third.
Luis
And stepping in
Angel.
for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Close, but
that's
call
the
the ball. 1-0.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
In there at the knees. And a count 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's in the dirt. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Castellanos hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Brett.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a
Batting
good
up,
high
the
fastball
center
in a
fielder,
two-strike
Tyler.
situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And now the
1-1.
count is even.
1-1.
That one missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Citi
Leading off for the
Field.
Phillies,
Now at the
the
plate,
first
Bryce
baseman, number
Harper.
3, Bryce Harper.
Slider for a strike.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a swing and a miss.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful
1-0.
when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these home run totals. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the
Yes.
count, up against it with 2
Castellanos.
strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Go-ahead run on base. Nick Castellanos, the next to hit, doubled his first time up. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike 2. Next offering misses down and away. Oh, right to the backstop. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Schwarber, the runner at second with one away. Struck him out looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
Bottom of the fourth, here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Back to the mound. He's got it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and he just misses. Man at first, one away. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a base hit. Soto round second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 on, 1 out. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Jesse Winker will hit next.
Number 3, Jesse Winker.
Ball. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner at second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he went around according to Darryl Parker. On a line, base hit. Alonso is waved home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Luis Torrens. Grounded out his first time up. Misses inside, and it's 1-0. That's inside. Winker, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. That's down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and the inning is over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Makes the catch for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed
Now
it right
batting,
there. And I'm
the third
telling you,
baseman,
he is going to
Alec
be frustrated with himself
Bohm.
until his next at bat.
And now it's Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
1 down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
1 ball.
Well, I think
2
the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next pitch just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Nola back to work.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
That one the other way, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Beatty, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball 1 to Taylor. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that's way high. And now 2-0. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over
batting,
at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it. If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Nola checks over to first, and he's back. Lindor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Queens, all set for the top of the 6th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Swings through that. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek getting ready to go. Young warming up as well. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Baden hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Turner now. 0 for 2 in this one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Strike on the inside corner. Turner measures 6 feet 2 inches, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Ripped on a line to center. Diving, makes the grab.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
So here is Bryce Harper. In the air, left field, down the line, and it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. And a breaking ball misses outside. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 1 for 2. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball out of the left center field. And that's the third out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Juan Soto. Just
Outside, that's a ball.
missed. Pitch misses inside, and a count now 2-0. Sliced hard but foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 the count.
And that one almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. And that takes care of Alonso.
Now
good offside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 down, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Nimmo checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The left fielder, number 3. Jesse.
So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. Nola throw to first.
No, he's
Nimmo back on a dive. Just
Ball
off the outside edge. Ball 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the third out of the inning. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching from
Welcome
the
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the mound.
55.
Ryan Stanek. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Stanek.
Now batting Max
Leading off
Kepler.
for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Ball and left outside.
2 outs. 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 2 outs.
That
That's
one's
a ball.
upstairs, ball one. And there's a
Ball two.
ball.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Gone. A solo shot. His 2nd of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Just missed. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 2 balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down. Phillies down a run. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. A lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Stanek gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching from
New
the
arm
Mets,
out of the bullpen, Huascar
number
Brazoban.
43.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One gone, runner at first. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That's in for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. One-run game, one out, one on. In there, got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Boom. Off of first with 2 away. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Breaking ball misses down and away. Two outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Ruiz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jose Ruiz.
Well, one-run game. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens.
Torrens.
That pitch gets the corner. Strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And now the 0-1. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting. The second
Stepping in,
baseman,
Luis Angel Acuna.
Acuna.
Fouled off down the right side. Fought off foul. Runner at first with no outs here.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Right down to shoot, strike one. On the ground to first, into the outfield, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, one out. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He is struck out and he is walked. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with one gone. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom of the 7th. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
First pitch misses.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
3 balls.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
One down, runners at second and third. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. 1 run across, another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Ruiz won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
And we've got
Philadelphia.
ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Christopher
61.
Sanchez.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Juan Soto now 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Inside, almost got him. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. Brazoban back to work. That misses, and that's ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Kodai Senga getting loose out there. Minter getting loose as well. That one is hammered right field. Soto moving back for it and brings it in at the wall.
I got a fun fact for you, Boog. You know that home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza. This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that one got a piece of him. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
One ball.
In the dirt. Harper stands at first with 1 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The Phils down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 1. Back here at Citi Field. Onto the bottom of the 8th. And here is Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
3 balls, no strike.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here.
Hey!
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man aboard. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that one gets past the catcher. No advance, though. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2. There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Tap foul at the plate. Got him swinging. And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
First pitch, not close. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in for the out.
The catcher, number 13, Luis
Torrens up now for the Mets. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay. Not in time. He scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And that chops in for a strike. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, and it stays fair. Coming home. He will score. The relay throw, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 7. Okay, all set to go.
Leading off tonight
This is
for
Bryson
Philadelphia,
Stott.
the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And that one pulled foul. On the ground, and that's just foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Trey Turner at the plate. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. One out, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Toss to Alonso. And a couple of quick outs. Let's take a look at our lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Johan Rojas.
And Boog, he was a force over the last month. An OPS over 1,000. Man, just really dialed in at the plate right now. So capable of doing major damage every time he steps in the box. Tell you what, I always enjoy watching this guy do his thing.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out to short. On to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Here's Francisco Lindor. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one popped in the air, left field. Kepler. And a quick out, number one. Here's a Mets lineup now.
Second,
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Kepler hauls it in, and there's two away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the fourth fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
Come on, Pete.
And that one in the air, center field. Rojas makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Schwarber.
McGill back to work. Pulls that one foul. And the right-hander deals. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Come on, punch him out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Ball 2.
And it is 2-1. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And a 3-2. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. In the air, center field. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting seventh, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
Let's go, New York. Let's go, New York.
And first offering is fouled off. Castellanos off of first with two away. That one inside. 1-1. McGill picks to first, and he's back in there. Two outs on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Late swing, fouled off. Right side. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the third out. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Brandon
the
Nimmo.
Designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
In the air, out towards right center. Rojas puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning
Batting
on that
fifth,
first
the
pitch,
left
man. He's
fielder,
going to want that one
Jesse
back, no doubt.
Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
Hard hit, right side. Stott over to first in time. And Winker is set
sixth,
down.
the catcher, Luis Torres.
So up next, Luis Torrens. And that one fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Right through there for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Misses outside, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. On to the 3rd inning, and digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. And it's out of play, a foul ball.
That's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And even with his speed, they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So the lineup flips over. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball, that's too high.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. Grounded out his first time. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
One down, base is empty.
Nope,
the
outside.
shortstop takes the ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2 now. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Bryce Harper at the plate now. Singy, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16 years old. And, of course, MLB The Show in 2019.
Everyone is excited for baseball to return to the Olympics in a few years, and Harper is no exception. It'll be the 7th time baseball has been an official medal sport at the Olympics.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
It makes sense Harper wants to participate, especially after he missed the 2023 World Baseball Classic, rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. He really wants to represent the U.S. at the highest level.
Ripped on a line. Taylor brings it in for the third out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Harper had to sacrifice quite a bit after suffering his injury, but I get the sense missing the WBC really stung him. He's never been shy about wanting to play for his country.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Three, 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings over the top of that one. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. That one down the line, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One ball,
one there.
2 strikes.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And that one is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler settles underneath it. And that is that. Start of the fourth. And the batter now, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. There's a high chopper. Baden. The throw to first. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift.
Castellanos.
And the batter now, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Now batting.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
And now it's JT Realmuto. A single his first time. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Kepler on at second with 2 down. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Stays alive. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Phillies strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball one. That one
Ball two.
missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Now this is in the air down the line. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
For the Mets, the designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Jesse Winker. Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Luis Torres.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Luis Torres up now for the Mets. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. McGill back to work. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's off the mark. The count down 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Chases that one out of the zone. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Rojas at the plate now. That's ball one. Out to short, Lindor. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs.
Nope. Ball one. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. And that one handled. No play. That's an infield single.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey
Turner with a chance now. 0 for 2 in this one. In for a strike. 0-1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
Inside, ball 2.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. Left field. Winker makes the catch, and that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. To the right side. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. 0 for 1 so far. And delivers outside. The Phillies leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. That's to third. Boom. Throws on to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Towards first. Harper takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. They still trail 1-0. Kodai Senga gets handed the rock out of the pen. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now here is Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010.
Harper.
Senga in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Movement in the bullpen, Huascar Brazoban up and throwing. Oh, and 2 now.
Ball.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Center field. Winker should have it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. This ball's chopped on the ground. Acuna throws to first. Schwarber out of the play.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 2. Ball one, no strikes. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing at a ground ball, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, he's just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
So a man at first. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Two outs. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. Lindor retired.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. Fastball for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Phils up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Nola fires. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. That's too low. Ball 1. And a strike in there. And that one fouled off. That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The designated hitter.
And
number
now
9,
here is Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo.
In there for strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. And he deals. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So up next, Alec Bohm. Foul ball there. Outside with a breaking ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fastball almost got him there. Smoked on the ground a second. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Johan
Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Has grounded out a couple of times. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering down low and in the dirt. And misses inside. That missed by a lot. And it's 3-2. Caught him looking for the K. 3 up, 3 down that time. That clips the corner. One-run game, bottom 9. That catches the corner. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rojas sizing this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 13.
He's 2 outs away. Luis Torrens, the next to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And fouled off. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. That's inside. And a count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
The batter, number 2.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.